Hi everyone, my name is Zaynab Abdi and I'm a third year at St. Catherine University studying political science, international relations and philosophy. I'm also a recipient of Campus Compact Principles Community Scholars, and I'm so excited to share with you about what was my project and how that impacted me and impacted the community that I served. So I'm from Wellstone International High School. I graduated from there in 2016, and I really wanted to go back to my high school and give back to the high school that made me who I am today. And one of the things about my high school that I would like to share with you is we have a lot of students who are from different backgrounds, different countries and different religion and different gender and race as well, where they all came from another countries, and English is not our first or second or third language. And we all are ESL English learning, and that's very hard when it comes to applying for college, getting a scholarship, and also transferring to different schools and being with a community that's hard to deal with when your language is not that high. So one of my projects was going to Wellstone International High School and help seniors to apply for colleges and to apply for scholarships and identify a scholarship that goes with them and their interests, and finding a way where I could support them. I talked to many organizations to help us with the resources and funding us for a scholarship for students, and also I recruited other students who graduated from Wellstone to help with volunteering and helping seniors to get their essays done, apply for college, and also have some information about what college life looks like. And
My name is Chris Stoltenberg. I'm the Career and College Coordinator at Wellstone International High School. Just going to share some thoughts. I think there's, with graduation planning and planning for after graduation is really important. Not only as a whole senior class in small groups, but I believe most importantly individually, as each student has different plans for what they want to pursue after graduation. So making sure we have the systems and the support set up for that each student individually can get help in creating that plan and executing it is really important. I think a big one that jumps out to me is, especially with Wellstone students and families all being new to the country, they bring with them a lot of assets, a lot of strengths, linguistically, culturally, that aren't always in the traditional American public school system valued. I think it's far too often viewed as a deficit versus an asset. So switching that paradigm, I think, is huge. Also, I think it would be naive to think that on the path to graduation that's only occurring inside the school walls. I think there's a lot of challenges that represent themselves outside, right, of the school setting that interfere with a student's path to graduation, especially students and families that are new to the country, navigating multiple different systems, healthcare, housing, education, and again tying it back up to that first one, making sure there's that support there, right, to help families with navigating those systems. In my work of getting help from alumni who speak different languages, it was instrumental, without a doubt. The majority of staff at Wellstone are white, like myself, are monolingual. Maybe some speak 2 or 3 languages, but all of our students are multilingual, speaking 2, 3, 4, 5 languages. And having staff and alumni like Zaynab, right, who can come back and work with students. A prime example is when Zaynab explained financial aid and how complicated financial aid and that process can be. And she stood up in front of a group of seniors and went over her own financial aid and did it in 3 languages, which is instrumental, something I can't do myself, right? So making sure, again, that we provide that support in a multitude of ways and linguistically is really important. It impacted it greatly. I'm truly fortunate and grateful to have Zaynab, and there was 2 other alumni who worked as interns last semester as they worked alongside students with the whole post-secondary planning. Impacting students, I can speak to some surveys and feedback that I got from students that were 99%. They enjoyed having interns. They would want to have interns again. They themselves I asked also, after you graduate, would you want to be an intern? And I think 95% replied yes. And off the top of my head, some of the feedback, written feedback, pertained to, right, having, it was helpful having someone who spoke my home language. It was helpful having multiple people so I could get individual support on my writing for scholarships, for example. So the impact was great, definitely.
Wanted to help every individual one of them, especially the 77 students who were able to graduate this year. I interacted with every one individually. I made sure that they understand college is very important and it's a chapter that they need to take, and it's a new chapter in their life that they need to be hopeful of. And I'm so excited to see a lot of students who applied for colleges. Thank you very much for this opportunity.